Adiepena Show.
Innovate, inform, and inspire.
Adiepena Show.
Innovate, inform, and inspire.
If a woman is not matured to have a baby, and then through her own curiosity, he wants to do what is supposed to be for married couples who are matured, and the baby comes out, she becomes pregnant and brings forth a child. Then sometimes if the child is crying, according to the woman, they say sometimes you feel it where the baby takes the sucking. And then this girl will feel it, but yes, sir, will forget. So Isaiah, no wonder, said, yes, a mother can forget a baby or a child who is sucking. So not every woman is a mother. There are some mothers that they are so caring, that they are caring, like the Nigerian guy who sang the song Sweet Mother. He said, when I'm sick, if the child is sick, a mother can sit down the whole overnight without a drop of sleep coming into her eyes and take care, especially if the child has temperature. If the child is so hard that the mother needs something to cool the child down, especially our country, Ghana. This mama will dip a towel in cold water, wrap it around the baby every now and then throughout the night. Sometimes the baby will vomiting, will be coughing, the baby will sneezing, the baby cannot sleep, crying. And this woman will sit down, carry the baby. Oh, ma'am. All mothers, we do appreciate. We do appreciate. Sometimes the child will be crying. That responsible mother will put that thing on her chest, in her mouth, and the baby will not take it, and the mother doesn't know what to do again. Oh, mothers, we do appreciate all that you've done. Sometimes the child will go out, especially a young lady. I said, if you beat a young man's wife, then you have to prepare for the second round because the man himself will come and fight with you. But if you beat a young man's firstborn, especially if he is supposed to be a boy, coming out, let's say 4 or 5 years, playing with you outside, and that is the first child, and you put hands on that child, the mother sometimes will forget that you are a child and will come and fight with you. I have observed it numerous times that a young mother fighting with a little boy, forgetting that she is older. That boy is not a type of boy that he should even stand there, but because of the love that she has for the son. Oh, mothers, we do appreciate you, all that you've done. Sometimes they will carry the baby. When we were kids, that time, not all mothers have money to buy napkins and tie it around where things will come from. And then sometimes this baby will be at the back, and then you see something coming as if there is a pipe at the back of the mother, and water will be dripping, and it's nothing like urinal. Oh, mothers, we do appreciate you. We do appreciate you for taking care of us. All these responsibilities you have done and have done it, and you have gone through. Mothers, we do appreciate you. Sometimes a mother will have a little food, and instead of a mother eating, I'm talking about a responsible mother eating, the mother will forsake his or her anger and then give the food to the baby to eat. Oh, mothers, we do appreciate, especially our country, Ghana. Mothers, what can we say? What can we say? Sometimes a child needs to be taken care. If the child is sick, to the doctor. The fathers, there are so many. I thank God, whenever my kids are sick, sometimes when they grew up a little bit, I don't allow my wife to take them to the doctor. I take them to the doctor myself, because sometimes if they want to be given a shot, they don't want to take it. And then my wife will come home and be complaining. I say, Mama, just relax. Anytime the kids are sick, I take them on my shoulders, take them to the doctor. And whenever they need to be given the shot, I make sure I hold them tight around my legs, and then they do it, and then I bring them home, because I don't want that woman to go and then we'll come home, and then sometimes the children will not take it, and she will be crying. There are some mothers that they didn't have that support. Oh, mothers, we do appreciate. Sometimes a woman can take the child to, let's say, Kumasi, Accra, and all those big, big hospitals. They can be in line from morning to evening, and they will never put even water in their mouth. Sometimes they don't like the smell in the hospital, so they themselves will not eat, but they will find a way, go and buy food. Let's say the child know how to eat, and give to the child who is sick, and they are not sick, but they will not eat. They will not even drink anything, and then they will come home in the evening before they cook something and eat. Oh, mothers, because of your responsibilities, that's why who we are today. God bless you. God take care of you. And let me come to the other side. Those who are not equipped, prepared to be a mother, there lies in the irresponsible mother. Irresponsible mother. There are some mothers, they don't care. Whether it's Friday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday, they don't care. The only thing is, kwaku mediskana to table no so, adwa sorry akache nse wo nware. Nku na si ono onsra na onko na wonko suku. Obefia, when you come home, they will not even ask you how was school. I do remember when I was about 3 years, 4 years, sometimes 6, when I became 5, 6, that time I know a lot of things. But if I come home, my mother is illiterate, but she will ask me, what did you learn in school today? Sometimes I will be talking about, I will be reciting the ABC 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, and then my mother will be doing with me as if she is in school. Sometimes I ask her, Mom, you were so clever. Why didn't you go to school? Say, where we were born, they said those who can be, they call them Adishie in Kosku, the Ababe boy, and Tiamoma and Kosku. But he said the school was right in their vicinity. So every time that they will be talking, and then she will be hearing them. So she knows, and then she will be helping me. What a great mother that she was, and she is. I thank you, and I do appreciate. I wasn't a boy who you can just run over me easily. When my age group, whether you are 2 or 3, I don't care. So far as you hit me, I make sure I reply you 2 or 3 times. And sometimes it will bring chaos into the house. My mother will stood behind me, no matter how wrongful I am, because of my mother's responsibilities. That time I was just 3 years old when she took me to school, because a hen came into our house. Nobody was there. I closed the door. I closed the entrance. I closed it, and then I make sure I killed the hen. And by so doing, the hen owner heard about it, came to the house, fought with my mother, and then the next day they took me to the nursery. So I started nursery at the age of 3 in the 60s. Look at how great my mom was, because she said, now you know everything. If you can kill a hen, that means you can learn. Mama, I do appreciate you. I love you. I love you. And I wish all mothers are like that. No matter my shortcomings, my mother will not forsake me. I do remember that time we have something. Now I don't know whether they still do it much, because in the public schools and all those things, we call it our day. My mom will cook. Will cook. That time she will say gravy. Sometimes fish. She will just do the gravy, put it on the stew, and then I would take it and then go to school. I remember my senior brother and I, one time, because of the smell of the food, the teacher took it, ate it. So the next year, when the school was about to vacate, I told my bigger brother, Charlie, say Dabakono, teacher need you, need you, Yare nam no bi ene ye woso abomu no ene mo no ene ye de nam de aka ne share mo na se nti ye ko school na aduane ne nyefe teacher ni na ntimi anye aduane ya ni bio. My mother stood behind us all this while. No matter what we do outside, our mother, that's a responsible mother. I'm talking about a mother who cooks. I'm talking about a mother who washes the things. I'm talking about a mother who takes care of the house. I'm not talking about being a woman throwing money here and there, though you may be rich. But do you see the things that your children does behind you with your own eyes? Do you open your ears to listen to the complaints that people talk about your children or say about your children. What do you do about it? I said, I kill a hen. That's why my mother sent me to early school. But your children are killing other people's hen. They are doing things before you realize your child is out of hand. I do remember one time, because we did something when school was on vacation. Every time school closes, let's say school is on vacation to this last Friday, the day after, that is yesterday, Saturday, my mother would take us to her grandmother in the countryside. We will stay there. She won't allow us to come to the city because we will roam about in the city. So we will stay there until the next day for school to be open. And then my mother will come and fetch us back into the city. What a great mom she was. Though sometimes she was a big and tall black lady. Mom, sometimes if you do something that is wrong, and then she tells you, I will discipline you, like Danny want to be disciplined. Mom is not somebody who will hit you and let you run away. She makes sure she put you down, put her leg on you. Make sure if she said 10, you take the 10 lashes. Whatever she says, she goes through with it. And then next time if you say, Kwaku, sit down, then you will sit down, because she know this. If this woman said, I'm going to discipline you, she makes sure she does it. This is a responsible woman. This is what we call a responsible woman. Now, these girls are not ready because everybody is getting married. All her friends are getting married. So she is getting married. She doesn't know how to cook. She doesn't know how to even wash clothes. She doesn't know how to keep the house. She doesn't know how to talk. She doesn't know how to do anything, let alone she doesn't know how to take care of her own self. You go to a certain house and you will see a whole mother, things scattering everywhere. Sometimes if you go to some people's house, especially back home, you see that though they live in a single room, but it's well kept. What mothers are you? What mothers are you? We do appreciate, but the responsible one. Turn your back. Look at other people. Look at their lives. Those who appear before you. Sometimes you go for a visit. Go to other people's house. Look at their life, practical life, what they are doing. Some women, they don't want to work. But so do we. They want to depend upon a man. That's why earlier when you asked me the question, should a woman stay home and take care of the kid? No. Now, because of the modernization, urbanization, and even the countryside, now we don't have the village anymore. We call it countryside because of the hard life of that area. Now you have to have money in your hand. But before, every time you go to the farm, there is food. Now, sometimes you go to the farm, you don't have food on your own. I do remember sometimes we go to the farm and you don't have. You can just go into the next person's plantain or cassava farm or cocoyam farm and then uproot something or cut something. When you see him, oh, Jacojo, and Rami call a full not me body and Timitra or body and back. Oh, Abra say what you know, the other Bafani from the same Hunamnin to Mantineri. And if you go to a Jacojo's farm and cut his plantain without his information being sent ahead, the police will come after you. So things has changed. So women, we need to be responsible. Like I'm saying, my mother has her shortcomings. Sometimes she will yell at you. Sometimes she will beat us. Sometimes, but in all, she did it out of love, not out of hatred. There are some women, now they will have a child. They will have a child. And then if the first marriage didn't work out, they will go and marry another person. And their girl child coming of age and another person will physically, sometimes will sleep with this girl and the mother will not have the audacity to report the case and protect the baby. Or where the onion if you ask him, where the and so what? And so what? Be responsible. Be responsible. Yes, you can go on the 2 women kwadani young kwada. Ya no e de kasa kire wo mo. E man nim said you see the nipa. Say oba bodam ni wo wi mu a oba nyansafo. Betimi de bodam ni abafie. Enye nwanwa say Samson otimi na ho odi nyina chief list phone to me no. Delila was able to put something on her lap. Adiana na something pe. Odikan because odikan jojo no wampaso. Owie no wabre no san kan ni tito ne nanso. Ordinate tito na so ordinate fem kadinka. Utrenwi de umpase de mi unu na mawu. Eno kra na ye me fe. Na se hen no ahoden no. No ordinate ni sale nam ni tri mu. Sa bre kra bia na dua ba something tri mu. Otiti dua yi bi. No on no de fe na ni achinwi. Odi se wu na so no so na so. Odi ne sa something ba na ni ba no so no. Oye no nye dakoro. Enye nanu. Enye nansa. Or the fed no, until a day came that Samson couldn't hold the secret anymore. Women are so empowered that if you want to be responsible, whatever is locked, you can unlock it. I do remember when President Obama came into the White House, he was on The View one time, and they asked him, you used to smoke, but Michelle Obama said, now you have stopped smoking. And we don't know whether it's true, but she has said, wherever we sees you, anybody sees that you are smoking, they should call her. Said now the kids are becoming of age. So I don't want the kids to see that the daddy, the whole president is smoking, so I have stopped. It's the power of the woman. Maybe his mother tried to stop him. He couldn't. But another woman came, played the part of a wife and a mother, and was able to do what the mother even wasn't to, or maybe the mother didn't know that the whole future president was smoking at that time. So women, you have power in your hands. Shine up your eyes. Shine up your ears. Shine your eyes. Open your ears. Straighten your hands. Open your mind and open your heart and use that God-given power. God-given power is up and down. So if the person goes down, the power is there. If the person lifts his eyes up, the power is there. Use it and get what you want. Because sometimes what you don't get and get it don't want.
Get it done once.
So use it, and then, like I said, we do appreciate you. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you so much, Elder. We have our brother, Mr. Graham.
Yeah.
I know your network is bothering you a little bit, but welcome once again. Welcome. I haven't said welcome yet. So, Mr. Graham, welcome to the Adiepena show. Today is Mother's Day, and we are discussing motherhood and the responsibilities of mothers. So, we have talked a while before you came in. If you have anything, he's gone. Oh, okay, he's back. So, before Mr. Graham comes on board, I just want to chip in some of the sacrifices that mothers make to hold up with the family and with the kids and all that. I will say a little bit, not a little bit though, but my mom has done a lot. Okay, Mr. Graham, because your network is bothering you, I'll just give you the chance to tell us something.
Yeah.
Mothers and all that they've done and the sacrifices, the whatnot, the responsibilities and everything. So now that you're here, you can please tell us something and then I'll take over.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much.
And tell
thank you so much.
Happy Mother's Day to her. We missed her a lot, so she should try and come on board.
All right. I'll do that. First of all, thank you for the opportunity once again. And then also, I want to use this opportunity to also wish all mothers on your page. We wish them, we celebrate them.
Before you continue, let me welcome some of our viewers. Sister Rita Morgan is watching. She is in Maryland here. And then I have my dear sister Gyrl. She's also watching us. This is the Adiepena show. Mr. Graham, you can continue.
Okay, all right. So, well, Adam, I salute you. I salute the oil. I salute the anointing. Now, quick one, because of the network, I will run through and then.
We miss him again.
Okay. Oh, well, he's back.
Read the comments before.
I would want us to add. I don't know whether even Elder add on that one. one of the responsibilities of mothers is that one, they should have a vision for their children. They should have a vision for their children. In part of our world, no, I am because of say vision for your mano work from no, I am most often akwano krano ebeni now left and right. If you have a vision for your child, that is when you plan, because there is a vision. Something is guiding you. This is where I want in 5 years of my child. This is where I want him to get to. In 10 years, this is where I want him to get to. In 20 years, in 30 years. And if you have that plan and then that vision, Ubetumi directed the life of Akolana. In our part of our world, Africa here, Akolakra Betumi Akosu Krano Bisan say, what do you want to do in the future? Now on him. The person has no idea. As at what secondary school, you crown or what tertiary now Bisan say, what do you want to become in the near future? The person doesn't know. The only man say, yes, in school, no, okay. A vision has not been defined. Direction has not been given to him. And one of the things I want to add, I don't know if we are talking about responsibilities of a mother.
Yes.
Yeah. So one, they should have a vision for the award. Then secondly, mothers should also invest time, efforts, money in their child. There are certain mothers there are some in Kophobia because of the pain now and Kolani Papa and Yomu Ekomono. You see, we have single mothers. As time goes on, discuss about single parenting and let's see the challenges that they are going through. Because of pain, Oma go through as a single parenting team. I am not your pain in and therefore trying to invest in the child for the child to also be successful because they feel say akolane dem cry now be any papa chira kwan and say may invest in you now babeni now be kwakọ papa de and kan nyina yen tra hosa. So the second responsibilities of a mother is that they should invest in their children. They should invest in their children. The third point,
Mr. Graham, before you continue to the third point, let me ask this question. Do you think it's okay for like a parent or a mother to propose the future career of the child to him? Let's say, for instance, as the child is growing and you see this gift or skill or talent, like this child loves to paint. He or she is good at painting things, images and stuff like that. And then the mother or the parent wants the child to be like a lawyer, a doctor, whatever the parent wants. You think is it okay for a parent to suggest or propose or enforce that you are my son, you are my daughter, you are my this, so this is the job that I want you to go into? You think it's okay like that, or it's not good for a parent to do that?
Well, thanks for the question. It's very simple. It is not good. It is not good. You don't have to enforce on the child. But as a parent, as a mother, what you have to do is that as the child is growing up, you observe the child. You now observe the oye. So by observation, you only give your child the guidelines. So because you say this is the trend, as a parent or as a mother, you only give guidelines. Because as we grow up, interest changes. When I grow up, I want to become this. But as you are growing up, the dynamics of wherever you find yourself, things can change. And as a mother or as a parent, the best thing you can do to your ward or your child is that you give them guidelines, you guide them. And you guide them to their vision. You don't force them, you don't impose on them. Because one of the things that make your child to excel is that if the person is having interest. So it is the interest that brings out your best performance. And if I'm being forced to do something that I don't have interest in it, me or don't am fine yet, and I won't be able to bring out my best. And one of the things that a mother or a parent should do is that they should guide. That is the more reason I'm saying, say a mother should have a vision. And the vision, you are not giving the vision to your child, but you are putting in some principles, some guidelines to ensure, say, your child do not come on this earth to come and suffer. Maybe do you get me?
Yes, you can go ahead with your third point. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you. So the third point that I also want to stress on is that the aspect of single parenting. I'm talking about the aspect of single parenting. They should also teach their children and Kwalano how to love their father. How to love their father. I'm saying this because when it comes to celebration of mothers, that is it. But the problem is that it is recently in a new but a father will go about take care of the house. Most of and papa no emphasis and say akola. But it is the father gives the money to the mother, that is the wife. One of them akola or the school fees Emma the mother, that is the wife, not the wakutia. In the every responsibilities of the house, akola no will say any mame and a but now the feed if you papa ho and eba. So much mothers sometimes take advantage of this situation and they will be like, I'm the one taking care of you, I'm the one doing this, I'm the one doing that. And akola was some sort of perception be say and have some kind of love for the father. So it is part of the responsibility of mothers to also teach their children how to love their father. It is a point. Let me add the last one, and if a question comes, then we continue and we proceed.
Okay, add the last one, and then I have I don't know if it's a question or a contribution or something about what you just said. So
okay.
Say the last one and then.
Okay. Mothers should serve as counselors to their children. They should teach them. They should serve as counselors. They should serve as teachers. There are certain things it goes on in the family and Kolano pay people to talk to. But when you walk to a father in a part of our world, as a papa, I do maybe one so it's on that need a few time, especially your word, a man, the young girls, 16, 17, 14, they go through certain things. Akwalampo pe mame ni susu bibi wo fie onya. Mame doesn't even have time to even direct the child. Say, this is what I'm going through. We have certain girls their first time of going through excuse you say menstrual cycle. And the oba akola ofia the first time I go through menstrual cycle. She will definitely need a mother to give her guidelines. Say, this is how it is. This is how it's supposed to go. There are certain mothers that we have, they don't have that years. They don't have that but thoughts to even sit down to listen to a mama. So going forward, mothers should also serve as a counselors and then teachers to their children. It is very important. It is very important. And mothers should also have that spirit to rebuke their children. pampering of children is becoming too much in part of our world. And then in part of our world, especially Africa, Ghana, you be memuha. Untumi continue biba because mama not untumi ntianeba. We pamper the children, they grow up and become irresponsible. So that is what I want to say, and that is how I want to end. If let me get a follow-up question, and then I will.
All right, thank you, Mr. Graham. So what I wanted to chip in was
Adiepena Show.
Innovate, inform, and inspire.